we're going to go to website.com. And when you get to website.com, the first thing you're going to do is sign up. Click on sign up and make sure you go to the free version. Once you're there, some of the students just clicked on sign up with Google and then they saw their email there and then they just went ahead and clicked that and got through the process very quickly. Others did the same thing, but then they got an email saying that, or they never got an email to verify their account, so they got kind of stuck. And people were trying different things. Also with the password, there was some problems that the first letter had to be lowercase, and some students had trouble with that, so they had to do it a couple times and use passwords they're typically not used to. But once you get all set up and logged into the free version of website.com, you go ahead and log in. All right, I'm logging in here for the first time. You might want to save your password in your browser if you want to. Now, once you get here and you're logged in, it gives you a couple options. Do you want to edit site or view site? Just go ahead and go to edit, and it may already give you a template, and I'm going to show you how you can change that. All right, so here's my website. If you find yourself in a template and maybe you've moved everything around, you've had a hard time, remember, any time you make a mistake, you could just click undo. But let's say you really messed everything up and you just want to start over. No problem. Just go to Site and go to Reset Template. And there you can go back to see all the entire library of templates that are there. So when you're there choosing the template, that's going to be the first thing you do. There's some that say premium. On those ones, they're not going to be open to the public. They won't be published online because they're premium. You have to pay for them. But there will be a lot of free ones. And don't worry, when you see the template, you're picking out the style mainly. The style of how everything is set up, because all the pictures, all the text, all the font, all the colors can all be changed. So you're just picking the template based on the way you want your setup, I guess, to be. So here's the one I chose, and this one, it originally had a blue header, and that's why I chose it, because I'm going to do my website on my classroom. The three things you can do it on are a business. You can use the business that you opened the last semester in my class, or maybe just a business that you've been wanting to open, or maybe a family business and you want to see if you can make a website. Go for it. The other option is to do like a fan website. So if you're a really big, huge fan of, okay, let's just say you're a big, huge fan of a band or an artist or something like that, you can make the whole website dedicated to that person or group. And you can have, but remember, you have to have 5 different pages, all right, and 5 menu things. What I'm talking about that are these here: home, assignments, videos, calendar, about. You need to have 5 of those that go to, separate pages and stuff. So if you choose, let's say, a band, what could you possibly do? You have to think about the whole website as you're choosing what you're going to do it on. Because if you're doing it on a band, you can maybe do tour dates, photo gallery. You can maybe do some videos, a link that takes them to videos, things like that. Once you've figured out what you want to do your website about and you've chosen a template, all right, now it's time to edit it. So any little thing that your website has, for instance, this one has a little icon, you can just click on it and you can change the icon. You can change the icon color. You can delete it. You can add other elements too, and they can overlap. So let's just say I want to add an element right there. What do? Just go up here to the add elements, and you can go to, they have all these things you can add. Text, so you can just add text basically anywhere on the site, and you have all these styles to choose from, and you can always change the color and font. You can add an image just right there. These are images that I downloaded from Google and uploaded to website.com. Cards. All right, these are like things that If maybe you have here free, advanced, premium, different levels of things in your business, or you want to show different styles or different, you know, tiers, you can use this, or just a portfolio. Let's see, more designs. Where does that take us? All right, and you can, there's tons of these. How do you add these? Let's say I want this one because I like the way it splits the screen there, and I'm going to change the background images to something that works for me. I just click and drag, and when you get these green lines, just go ahead and let go. And there you go. And then if you want to change the text, just click on it, and you can, or double click on it. No, I'm sorry, edit caption here, and you can change what it says. And if you want to replace the image, you can just click here, and you can choose from their stock images. You can even just use fancy icons, and there's all these types of icons. Or you can upload images. These are all images that I've already uploaded. All right, so I'm going to cancel that and cancel that. And as far as this, I'll just leave that there. So those are the cards. You can also just add a gallery, like a slideshow gallery. Or you can add a button, any type you want. Contact us, learn more. Audio and video. Okay, this is a requirement as well. You need to add a YouTube video somewhere here in your whole website. All you need is one, but you can have more. You can add shapes like boxes and circles. You can add just a color, a strip of color. You can add icons wherever you want. Let's try adding a little star. Where did it go? Right here. And you can just put it wherever. Now, any change you make, what you want to do is make sure you publish it. If you don't press publish, it's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish and take you through that process. Now, right off the bat, notice that this template that I chose has more than one language, English and Japanese. So when I press publish, it says, do you wish to publish? Yes, publish. The first time you do this, you're going to get this pop-up. Just click on use our free domain name. The screen name that you picked when you were setting up the website, that's the what's here on your website domain. So my website address is renevillarreal.website2.me. Okay, I'm going to continue. Now look what it says here. It says, you've exceeded the maximum number of languages included in your plan. So you got to close that, go back to publish, uncheck Japanese, so that way you're not publishing that language. Hit publish, publish pages, and you're done. Now you can preview your site. So let me go ahead and preview and see if the star is there. This is the actual site, and you can see the star that I added. Now that we're here on the website, here's another thing that I added, the pictures that are going side by side. I'll show you how I did that. Let me close the preview. So here on this thing, this came with my template, and if I manage content, you can add all the pictures and you can rearrange them in the order that you want them to appear in. And so once I do that, you can also add captions. Once I have that, I'll cancel it. Another thing you can do is also, maybe more. Yeah. Okay. Here's where you can change some of the settings. For instance, do you want a sliding gallery? Do you want them to fade? Maybe fade might be better. How many seconds between the sliding of, do you want it? I put 3 seconds. Do you want it to start sliding on its own? All these settings are there, guys. You can basically do just about anything, and we're still barely here. All right, you can add contact forms, maps, so you can get really creative with this. You can also add apps on here. It said something about Google Apps. You may have to do that. Also, anywhere that you can find a custom HTML code, you can go ahead and include that. Just drop that box anywhere and you can just go ahead and enter your HTML code. You can add different cards, overall design. You can change the font. You can just do just about anything. Your file manager is where you've uploaded pictures. Let me close that. All right, let me go ahead and stop here.